All right, I think I'm live. Oops. Oops. All right. Yep, I must be. All right, I just heard myself. Here we are, Prospect Street Racing League. Here we are, Tier 2. PlayStation here in week 5 of Season 9. So I'm getting myself settled here. Just turning my own rig on, like, hey, let me make sure everything is, you guys are going to be getting the beat. You should be for me. Give me just a second to get myself completely squared away here. And I need to send this link off. I need to send the link off to the prospects community. Let everybody know how to watch the race today. Three. 1 second here. Oh, shoot. Let me copy the link in here. Alright, let me see if I can pick that back up. Alright, now open up my page so I can just make sure I can stay connected to this page here so that I know whether or not people can hear me. We're gonna get started here in just a minute. Looks like we've already got a couple drivers out there on the circuit as we speak. You know, it's a fairly new circuit. Hasn't been in F1 very long. Came out last year. I believe it's a what is it? 5.4 kilometers, 3.36 miles in Miami, Florida. You know, I'm personally from California, so I've never been to Miami. I've never been to Florida. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of very likable things about it. Most of all would be this race. If I personally had any reason at all to show up in the state of Florida and actually participate in any activity, it would be as a fan and watching this race. Yeah, I expect some pretty good racing here today in Tier 2. I'm thinking we're gonna come in at some quality times. Last year around this tier, I believe quality times came in, I want to say in the 127.3, somewhere around there. Do we have anybody from there who was putting in that type of time? Let's see, that's in this range. No one's in this race that was in our last race, I believe, in Miami and Tier 2. Well, last year we had it all sectioned off with a little bit more diverse. We had PlayStation, Xbox, and PC all in their separate, you know, type of platform. Whereas now everyone is together. You know, someone went purple down there, but we got our eye on MK God. This is a really tricky circuit. Not one of my personal favorites. Absolutely cannot say that I know it great. It's really tricky for me. Really tricky. You know, coming around, wrapping around the turn here. What does he do? MK gets up there P2. You know, but he's topped right there. Ninja Genja at 129.3. Hey, I know the Ninja. I know Ninja Genja now. That's actually my teammate in the realistic. No. Where is he my teammate at? He is my teammate in Tier 3. So what is he doing in Tier 2? Hey, he must be an alternative, a reserve for Tier 2. And look at that. He was on the top of the charts for a moment there. And AJ Mackey has taken that P1 spot. Yeah, there's, what is there? 18 turns, 19 turns on this circuit. 19 really tricky street circuit turns. Yeah, we're in the 128 range now. I think we're probably going to come down about another second off of that. I'd imagine about another second off of that. We still got a few people out that have yet to leave the pits. Let's have a look if we can right now. If we've got a moment or two at our 5 weeks into our league so far. Let's see if we can put together our race leader, our championship leader. It's PeRL Natty at 61 points, followed by Selick at 45. PeRL Beast has 42, followed by Cavallis at 38, Carnage at 37, Karen at 34, Craggy at 30, Halo at also at 30. No, Halo at 29. I'm sorry. Rayway at 28, who was our last week's race winner. Advantage at 21. Good Source at 18. Mythbuster 16. AJ Mackey. Currently, right now, sitting on the top of the post for us had 16. Don Moore at 12. Lucifer Shaheed 7 points. Flynn at 6 points. Owen at 2. And Crew, Jeezy, and Beast are yet to get up on this board. Why are we showing Beast there? Beast is not even in this. This is not in this tier right now, is he? Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. No, Beast should be second in the championships. What am I looking at here? Let me make sure I'm seeing this correctly. In the Jarvis Championship standing, yeah, Beast is second in the third in the championships. So why are they showing him down at the bottom too? Really odd. Okay, really odd. Alright, so right now, AJ Mackey is looking pretty well sitting up there at the top. Everyone's in the pit. We don't have a very large, we're not going to have a large grid today. We've only got 14 drivers. Very modest. Is there anyone out on that lap? Anyone giving us a lap right now? Who's going to be our first one up? We got a Haas. Kami-san. Jumps to P3. Kami looking good out there. Well, I had no scope looking in that band. But before that, I believe we were going to have an Alpine and a... I thought there was going to be Williams there. Alpine's coming around first. We're wrapping it up here in turn. What is that? 17, 18? Need no scope and Cavallis can get up there on the little boy a little bit because he hadn't put in a lap yet. Oh, I guess that was just an out lap. He's actually starting a lap, so let's just stick with him. Let's stick with him as we figure out this track a little bit. Like I said, it's absolutely not the easiest circuit out there. It's one that's been taking our drivers a little bit of a minute. We seem to be down even from from just about 7-8 months ago, down from our times we've been putting in. But looks like we got a purple section 2 there from No Scope sitting there top of the leaderboard with provisional pole with a 128.1. All right, he went from not setting the lap to setting the lap. Well, looks pretty smooth. This is the trickiest turn, I tell you. That turn right there, you can take too much speed in it and go flying at the very least and validate your lap. Nice long back straightaway. Turn 16. You're able to get on the DRS up there. Can really make a lot of passes. That's where you'll probably see the majority of the passes made on this straightaway back here. But you got to shut this bad boy down in time to get it together on that back end there, because turn 17 and 18 can be really tricky. Alright, Cavalli jumps up into 9th place. Not a bad lap, not a bad lap. Looks like we had an Alfa Romeo coming up there. Did we good? Okay, MK guy, where I got you, my friend. TK. Okay. How we looking, crew? Oh, nice lap from crew here. All right, with a 129.9. Crew gets P5 just in time. Great lap, crew. All right, let's see. Crew and Craigie came in here together, both a couple of pioneers and you know, legends of Prospect C Racing League, and been with us all 9 leagues. But Craigie's gonna pull into the lap. He's got a nice time out there right now as it is. Who do we got out there right now? We got a McLaren. Looks like did we lose a McLaren there? No. Cheetah Silva is the only one who was yet to give us a representative lap. We've got 7 minutes left here in quali. Carnage Achilles seeing if he can move up the leaderboard a little bit. Is that an out lap? No. That's interesting. Okay, he's out of gas. Looks like he's out of gas there. We'll have to bring it back in. Alright, Natty, how you looking? Is Natty gonna be able to get on top of it? Oh, he's up half a second. Got him into P3. In that Ferrari, I tell you, that is our current championship leader right now. Natty Big Nasty. Been very consistent this year. Who's still out there on the circuit? Ninja Genja. Gonna outlap. Domware has invalidated. Okay, got it down about a second. We'll have a look at Domware's lap. Got a little bit of traffic. He was able to navigate around it. Didn't seem like he lost too much power. You know, a lot of these drivers drive with no assist. This is really in the prospect. There's so many different, you know, ways of getting to the same point. You know, you have people who drive with no assist, or you know, some with braking assist or traction control, or you know, the driver racing lines or no racing lines, or corners only, or the full line, or you know, so whatever your skill set is, you know, you have an opportunity to drive a really clean and competitive atmosphere to come here and Prospect Racing League. We're absolutely kind people, all inclusive. And oh, looks like Domlord kind of bunny hopped turn 16 there a little bit, coming into turn 17. It looks like they're kind of, you know, got him in a bad scrape there. Gonna see if he can make up as much time as he can coming down this back end straightaway. Let's see if he late. Let's see if he breaks late. No, he actually broke early. Gave himself a clean entry. Gonna try to get as much speed as he could. Swung it coming down through turn 18, and hey, it got him into P6. Nice lap, Domor. Way to get a few extra chips out of that Austin Martin. What we got out there? No. What's that McLaren doing? Alright, Carnage is on the outlap. AJ is on the actual flyer. Let's see how you looking out here today, AJ. Let me go ahead and get the video I like. I said I got 3 viewers. That's interesting because for some reason viewers is not allowing me to to see a viewer. Let's see if I say, hey, alright, well, something popped up there. Alright. So here we go. We got AJ Mackey right now is sitting in P2. And seems to have a pretty good smoothness to his gearbox. Not pushing it too hard. Definitely not straining the tires. Coming through these turns. And you hit it well enough to put him at the top of the leaderboard right now. Divisional pole at a 127.7. That's a little more representative of where I actually thought we would be at. I thought we would come in around the low to mid 127. So hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see if he can even bring it down another tenth or so. But can anyone give him a run for his money there? Is there going to be anybody that's going to also, you know, take a shot at that 127 marker? How we looking, Craigie? Ooh, Craigie wrapped that lap up. Decided to pull out. According to Achilles, is down on his lap. Lucifer has been validated. Crew Steamers is on an out lap. Just Kami-san, not a representative lap. The Violence is on an out lap. Alright, MK guy, you seem to be up about a 10. Let's have a look and see how, you know, this is such a tricky circuit. Everything is right there with no room for error. As I said before, I haven't learned it myself very well at all. Not what I'm comfortable with. It's not even a circuit that I'm not even sure that I like. Really, I'm not real clear if it's a bad circuit or if I'm just not particularly crazy about it yet. That's kind of where I'm at. You know, I don't think I've raced on it 15 times though, so that's not saying a lot. So I really don't have a lot of experience, as I said, on the circuit. But there is some people here who love it, and I'm sure there's some, you know, Americans are going to get behind it now that they have an American driver in Logan Sargent. Going to be coming to represent the American Williams team. So, oh, looks like MK was down about 2/10 there, so he wasn't able to improve his time. We're coming up on the end of this quali here. Who's the first to cross here? It's gotta be MK. And is he gonna be down? He's gonna be down a little bit. Okay, he's avoided the lap. Oh, just Kami-san. Oh, he's up about a second. How we doing with Damore? Oh, it's up 3/10. Damore was able to get. That dropped him into P7 still. We still have a few folks that are yet to set their final lap. Let's get a look at this AlphaTauri here and Crew Steamers. What are you gonna do, Crew? Can he improve from P? Yes, he can. Almost a full tenth of a second, 0.8 of a second. That moved him into P5, right behind Craigie. I always did like those Craigie Crew Steamers battles. Takes me back to Prospect Season 1. What we got out here? We got Natty McNasty is still ready to set his final lap. No Scope, who knows what it's like to be on the top of the leaderboard, has already had his lap time set. Just Kami-san. He's up 100s. Can he move into the top 8? Can he improve his position at all? Just coming up on our final turn here. Gets down on the DRS. He's up 2/10. Oh, but that's not going to be enough to bring him up. It's not going to be enough to really do too much for him. We got any more drivers out there? I believe that should be everyone. Yeah, it's yet to finalize all the drivers, but based off what's going on out there with cars and things of that nature, that's gonna wrap us up. Here, I'm just gonna try to copy this, and be able to get this to the actual chat so people in the race can actually hear Tom's relative. Oh, okay, I had already done so. Alright, so we got to pole position. We've got AJ Mackey with the 127.719, followed by No Scope. Natty McNasty, Craigie and Crew Steamers in 4 and 5. Carnage Achilles, followed by Cavalis, Luther Shahid. Downmore, and Just Kami-san, followed by Kieran and Ninja Genja. And we have wrapping up our race today. We got MK God and PeRL T. Silva. I anticipate it's going to be a pretty competitive race. We've got about 2 seconds between our pole setter and our final time setter. Because, like I said before, not everyone set a time. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of tire options people choose to come out with. Our medium, I believe mediums and hards are going to be the preferreds. I don't really believe there's much range for a medium tire. I'm sorry, for a slow tire until much later on in the race. Yeah, much later in the race we'll probably see a soft tire on a late safety car where someone would take an opportunity to take advantage of that. But right off the bat, I think we're gonna see initially medium tires. Maybe we're gonna see some hard tire users towards the back end of the grid. Trying to stay out there a little longer. Gain track position with a potential safety car. But off top, best you consider, we have such a small grid of only 14 drivers. You know, yeah, if you race clean and stay out of trouble, you got a pretty good chance of getting points today. So that being said, I think everyone's going to come out on the mediums. I would really be surprised to see a single hard. No, I won't be surprised. I would say there's going to be maybe 2 hard tire drivers. I think 3. Everyone else would probably be on mediums. Okay, we do have one softie. Woo! No Scope. No Scope is coming out living on the edge. And that Mercedes Benz, he's coming out on the edge, and he's gonna be on a soft tire strategy. Our only driver with the soft tire. We've got our pole setter Jackie, as well as Craigie Crew Steamers, Carnage Achilles, and Lucifer Shahid on the mediums. Everyone else, which includes Natty McNasty, Cavalis, Damur, Kami-san, Karen, Ninja Genja, MK God, and T. Silva are all on the hard tires. Who's going to be able to get an early jump on this particular race? Who's going to be able to get off that line quick, set the tempo? I know AJ has been racing fast throughout the year. Natty, as I said, is our championship leader. You can never count our pioneers out, sitting in nice power seats at 4 and 5. Man, it's just so many guys up and down this circuit. I've got my eye on my teammate there in Tier 3, Ninja Genja. You know, we're in tier 3 and Haas together, but he said he didn't upgrade it. He didn't elevate it and upscaled and jumped in here in the Lewis Hamilton Mercedes Benz. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Ninja Genja as a dark horse to find his way on the podium, ladies and gentlemen. Ninja Genja on the podium. I'm not gonna say where. I think AJ's gonna find a way to hold on to this victory. And I think Natty Nasty is going to climb up into second place. So that's how I think the race is going to shake out. But I think it's going to be a great one. Ooh, everybody getting tires all revved up. Oh, it looks like we had a spinner before it started. Our lights out. Let's see, no scope. Did he get off to a good start with those soft tires? Yes, he has, right? Oh, not quite to start. All right, he was able to get ahead of, get ahead of AJ Mackey, and that's probably all he mainly wanted to do was get in the lead. He probably figured if he can get in the lead, from that point on, he can just maintain the lead and anything can happen from there. It is racing. Looks like we had a little bit of a fender bender maybe back there, but I didn't see any real damage. Everyone seemed to get through successfully. Craigie seemed to have moved up a couple spots. Tire strategies out there already. We're thinking around the 16th lap, we're going to see those hards fall off. I'm thinking around lap 14, we're going to start seeing those mediums fall off. How many laps are we going to get out of those softs with the N-Scope? Craigie's moved up a spot. How far ahead can N-Scope move with those soft tires on? Can he get a big enough lead? That way it won't make a difference. Can he get in a free pit stop? Natty's already fallen back a spot. Crew Steamers is able to hold on to his position for a while. Let's see if he's able to make headway up. Let's see if he's able to climb up the leaderboard a bit. Alright, we're getting here through the first lap. We're almost coming to our final turns here, and it looks like No Scope, who started off P2, has begun our lap, setting our first fastest lap at a 1:33.9. AJ Mackey's not going to be too crazy about being jumped at the start of the race, so he's going to try his best not to fall too far behind. What kind of tires do you have on? He's got the medium tires on. Okay. Oh, we got a 5-second penalty for just coming from speeding in the pit lane. Oh boy, those initial fender benders to start the race, causing so many problems. We seeing MK God changing the wing. And you see Just Kami-san quit. Oh, he quit in the pit. Oh man, he must have been really upset. I don't know what happened there, but it had to be a pretty bad situation. Crew Steamers has come out on the medium tires. No Scope has gained almost a second on AJ Mackey. We're starting to see the field spread out a bit. That can happen on long circuits like this. But we're going to see if Gonzalez can stay his distance away from Lucifer Shahid, who's he was about a half second behind. Looking good out there in that Fanatec. We got pit strategies. We're going to see stops at 16 laps on the on the hard tires, and from what the computer's saying, we're going to be seeing stops at around lap 11 on the medium tires. They didn't even give us a soft tire because they didn't think anyone would come out on soft. But No Scope fooled us all. No Scope came out on soft tires, and he's already up a second and a half over AJ Mackey in second place. Who is our closest battle right now? Our closest battle right now is still Lucifer Shahid. The battle for 7th position. And Caballos is moving a little bit closer. Oh, it looked like we had some kind of problem here with an Aston Martin and a Ferrari possibly. We had a Ferrari spinning and an Aston Martin possibly having some issues. Karen has gotten turned around. He's trying to get himself back up there. I don't know if the issues was with Damor I don't see any wing damage on either driver, so no harm, no foul. We'll keep our eye on Domore for a second. See if he can get a little closer to the pack. And we see Esco right now is almost 2 seconds, 1.934 seconds ahead of his nearest competitor in that George Russell Mercedes, Mercedes Benz. I tell you, he must be in a hurry to eat in one of these little Miami delicatessens or something. Maybe he's heard about that delicious Cuban sandwich that they have. You know, the Cuban sandwich is not actually from Cuba. No, totally originated in Miami. It is an absolute Miami original sandwich. Quite tasty. I never had one in Miami, but I did eat one in Los Angeles. Yeah, that's the food capital of the world. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. If we ever get a race in LA, I'll talk to you about it. But in the meantime, back to Miami. AJ Mackey is down 2.8 seconds to Inscope with those soft tires. I wonder how many more laps can he push these soft tires. I'm thinking maybe 2 more laps on these softs, and they'll probably start falling off. We're going to see how the strategy changes at that point. But Carnage Achilles is slowly moving up on Natty. He's about 0.3 seconds behind that Ferrari, that McLaren. Who doesn't like a McLaren-Ferrari battle, I tell you. Oh, look like Carnage had a little wiggle. Pushing back another 0.3 of a second. Ooh, almost 0.7. Natty doesn't make many mistakes. When you get a chance to, you know, take a clean shot at Natty, it might not be what you see. So, as soon as you think he's there, really, he's not. And looks like it's out of Williams that we had Cheetah Silva. Looks like we got spent out maybe there in section 1 there. Looks like he's got a little bit of making up to do. No real damage on his car. Whoa, looks like AJ Mackey has pulled the lead down to between 2.3 seconds. So we're already starting to see those soft tires starting to back off a little bit. Even as Cavales is making his move on Lucifer. 0.4 seconds behind Lucifer Shahid. He's been chasing him now for about 3 or 4 laps. Trying to let Shahid get comfortable. Oh, we got a section 2 issue there. Yellow flag, section 2. Carnage is staying as close as he can to Natty. About 0.2 of a second. Looks like he's making a move on the inside right now. On one of the trickier turns of the circuit. Oh wow! He way to blow past the master class. Man, I have to go. I don't even know what. I just looked at that and don't know what he did. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the tape. I absolutely have to go back and watch the tape. And see what Natty just did there. Cause some kind of way it seemed as if, you know, I lost perspective and Carnage had taken the lead over Natty. Natty had came back and took it back over Carnage, and Carnage has gotten back down within 0.3 seconds of Natty, trying to make it interesting as they finish off this 5th lap. Okay, now we see No Scope pitting as we believed in the 6th lap as we thought he would. Where is he going to come out? And will he come out on hard tires? Will he take the hard tires the rest of the way? And Craigie has moved up 2 spots into the 2nd position. Now AJ Mackey is in 1st place as the race began. He's like, all right, I got this. Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to stay out there for a longer stretch? Is he going to stay out there for a longer stretch than he would have, having lost the lead, having relented the lead to No Scope? And No Scope actually had given up the lead on a strategy change. So it's not as if the lead was taken from him on the circuit, but could he indeed lose the race in strategy? We'll keep our eye on you, No Scope. We'll keep our eye on you and see how you do. Ninja Genja, you might have just killed my strat. You might have just killed my my prediction of you getting on the podium. Sir, where you at? The Ninja with a 3-second penalty. I think you killed my prediction of you getting on that podium. But I don't know. You crawled from, I think it was 12th place to 5th. And you got that 3-second penalty. That's going to hurt, though. We got Natty and Carnage Achilles battling right ahead of you for the 3rd position. Looks like Carnage had some kind of way jumped Natty, and Natty actually seeing you jumping back. Looks like we've got probably Peter Silva with a spin around in section 1 in the Williams. Natty and Carnage have really been pushing each other. Yeah, looking like a young Fernando Alonso out there. But in which car? Yeah, he raced in them both. He raced in them both at certain ages in his life. I believe he was more successful with the, he never won a championship with either. He won both his titles with Renault. He never won a title with McLaren or, I look at Carnage Achilles just make the move on the inside of Natty McNasty to regain the 3rd position. I finally got a chance to see you on camera make the move, Carnage. I keep missing your move. Excellent pass, though. You're coming into turn 16. Natty's going to get DRS coming down this long straightaway. I don't remember them seeing DRS things enabled, but it should be enabled. And Natty seems like as if he got down on it, and he uses all of his DRS, and he got the move done going into turn 17. Excellent move, Natty. All right, Ninja Genja has fallen down to 11th position. I don't know if that was because of did he pit? Yeah, he just pitted, came out in the hard tires. No Scope has our fastest lap. He was P2 to start our race. He pitted after coming out on soft tires after about 5 laps. Pit 6 laps in, came out on the hard tires, and now has just set the fastest lap of the race. So he's trying to show us that his strategy is indeed the right one. We shall see, No Scope. We shall see. Alright, we got what do we got? What is going on here? Who do we look? We got a virtual safety car. What happened there? I see Ninja Genja just got spent around. But I'm sure that's not what happened. Looks like we lost Tita Silva somewhere. I don't see where we lost Tita Silva. Well, let's check out the tire situation, because I'm sure this is going to be an opportunity for many people to reevaluate the tire situation. But because so many people came out on the hard, it's like, do you really want to change it at that point now? The soft tire users, hard tire users, who is going to pit? AJ Mackey so far has stayed out. No, he's pitting right now. He is pitting. So I'd imagine at that point, I'm going to safely assume that everyone, with the exception of No Scope, may potentially pit ahead of him. Carnage Achilles even pitted. Natty McNasty has stayed out there. Natty has stayed out there on the hard tires. And he has a 7-second lead above No Scope, who's got fresher medium tires on. So Natty's got 8-lap-old hards. No Scope's got 3-lap-old mediums. It should be interesting to see how many laps it takes before No Scope's able to track Natty down. And then what Natty's gonna come out on those medium tires. I'm sure he's gonna come out on mediums. And let's see what he does from there. Wait a minute. Did I have a comment? I might have had a comment. Let's see. Wait. Nope, gotta see any comment. I don't understand it. It doesn't show me comments for some reason. I don't get it. Use the live chat. Oh, there we go. Hey, Pulaski, what's going on? Pulaski and AJ Mackey. Alright, they said, let's go. Let's go. We got a couple of the Prospects E-Racing League absolute prime racers in here. As you can see, AJ Mackey was just on top of the leaderboard, and he is where's he at right now? He's P3, and Pulaski is consistently one of our top tier 1 drivers. So welcome aboard, gentlemen. And he said Shahid versus Kamalis in a few seconds. Let's go down there and have a look at that. Let's clear these tire situation here up. Alright, so we got the safety car since T the Silver checked out of here on us. It's gonna give everyone even. MK God possibly. MK God and let me see, Crew Steamers. And then again, just a chance to catch up to the pack. You know, I'll tell you this, what are we, a third of the way through the race? And there's only, I know we've lost 2 drivers. But we only have 1 penalty. We only have 1 penalty out here so far, and that's really excellent, considering this is one of the newest circuits on the F1 circuit, and it's not one that I see race a lot. I think it's primarily because F1 is a European sport. It's just now growing here in the States. And I hope it just kind of grows larger and larger. I just hope it becomes the fastest growing sport in the world. But because it's not as large here, racing is not as big in America. You see more NASCAR, Indy. F1 really has to kind of gain market share and then expand the sport within American sports from there. Really, who knows if it'll help having Logan Sargent on the grid. Having an American driver do well might do some things to, help generate some interest in Formula One. It depends on how he does. Depends on what his fan base are. Because as I said, America is a tricky place when it comes to our sports and racing and things of that nature. So there's different fan bases here. That the F1 fan base is absolutely not the NASCAR fan base or even the IndyCar fan base. So we'll see how it grows. I can only hope that it gets really large here. Alright, so we got the safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in right now. This lap, let's go. So right now, here we go. The safety car is going to be coming in, which is going to make Natty Big Nasty our de facto racing car. He's going to decide when he wants the field to come and go, when he wants the field to take off. Let's see the tire situation. He is on the oldest, hardest tires, and we know no scope is going to be hard on his heels and those medium tires. Well, I'd imagine, I believe no scope might even feel as if he might even have one more stop in him. I would not be surprised to see no scope do a medium, soft medium here. And we know Natty is gonna have to stop one more time, or one time. Oh, look, but did AJ just was able to get ahead of No Scope? Craigie was able to get a hold of AJ. As I'm looking at tire situations, we got things going on here. AJ Mackey, just like that, dropped 3 spots. Oh my gosh. He has got to be upset. Let's stay on AJ for a minute. How does a man who had a chance to win the race still has a chance to win the race, but has just lost 3 spots halfway through the race, the third way through the race? How does he fight back? You see, he's got about a second, tenth of a second behind Craigie. He's got to keep his eye on Carnage Achilles, who just made his move on Domore. He looks like he's trying to set up a move right now on Craigie coming through turn 16. Wasn't able to do so. Craigie able to keep him at bay. Ninja again just trying to make a move on Lucifer Shaheed coming up here on turn 17. Looked like he should get DRS. He did get the DRS. He was able to get the move done. Nice clean turn. Really tricky turn. They're all so tricky on this circuit, let me tell you. How's Craigie doing fighting off AJ Mackey? Excellent. 48% of his DRS. 59% of DRS from AJ Mackey. AJ fallen 3 spots. Who has been our biggest grid jumper so far this race has been Karen here, who might have just been passed by Dunmore in the Austin Martin. And Karen got back around the outside. He didn't use any DRS at all. I wonder if something went wrong there. Interesting. I wonder if there's some type of way Dunmore made it pass, but if he did so out of bounds and just used good sportsmanship and gave back the position. That's kind of what that situation looked like from the outside looking in. Oh, Craigie with the 3-second penalty. Craigie, you're killing me. That takes a lot of pressure off of AJ Mackey. That takes a lot of pressure off AJ Mackey. It looks like we've got a Section 2 yellow flag. Is it Austin Martin, Dunmore? Well, we're back to racing. Oh, Ninja Genja and Cavales seem to have a little back and forth. Looked like Cavales kind of overshot his Ninja Genja overshot his turn, and Cavales took advantage of that. Took great advantage of Ninja Genja missing his braking point, and Ninja Genja just got a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane, and yeah, that might be it for him. He's got 2 significant penalties today, so so far one of my podium predictors is yet to get on the podium, but that does not mean he's out of points. Carnage Achilles right now is in 10th place, and that macaroni McLaren. No, not the kind of macaroni I'd make. I'm a vegan. So vegan macaroni doesn't, look like that. That looks more like some of that Kraft macaroni. As he puts the move on the Alfa Romero. But it looks like there may have been a little bit of contact there between him and MK God. Not enough to necessarily, create a problem per the race situation, but there seemed to be a little bit of contact there. Enough maybe for the drivers to have a look at it and say, "Hey, Stewart. Look like Natty McNasty and NK Scope, Natty McNasty and No Scope look like they had a switcheroo at the top of the leaderboard. Natty is trying to fight back, but he's got those older tires, those medium tires of No Scope are really giving Natty all he can handle. And Craigie is right on the heels of both of them, but Natty, it's going to be hard for you to catch up on those old tires, buddy. I wonder if he's going to start considering pitting at this point. It's going to look like he might start getting swallowed up by Craigie and AJ Mackey. They might start feeling like they can go ahead and gobble Natty McNasty up in that 4th position as No Scope gallops away right now, up out of DRS, up into a 1.2 lead. And Craigie's trying to get a little bit closer. Yeah, Craigie made the pass on Natty McNasty. AJ Mackey is now trying to make his move on Natty McNasty on this back end. If you ask why didn't DRS open up, we're coming off a safety car. And I believe you got to be 2 laps removed from a safety car for DRS to make yourself available. Sorry, I had to take a sip of this water here. Alright, so Natty McNasty is staying within 0.4 of a second behind Craigie. He's been able to hold AJ Mackey off. Looks like we've got the fender bender there in section 1. Who can we tell who it's with? Not really. We've got a lot of cars down there. Section 1. Let's see what you folks up to down there. Got a lot of wheel racing going on. Mustafa Shahid, MK God. Yeah, AJ Mackey had to pit. Now he's got to find himself fighting his way back up. Because I don't believe a lot of people have to pit ahead of him right now. No, he's pretty much on the tire strategy of, at least, let me see here, all the way up into 5th position. He's in at least top 5 guys ahead of him on the same tire strategy. So he's going to have to, pass some folks himself if he's going to want to be able to make some passing. Get some passing done around here. Excuse me, I'm gonna step away from the screen for just a second. Let's step back here away from the screen. Grab me some candy. Yep, diabetic. I don't know what kind of candy they got in Miami. I'm sure that, you know, I'd imagine they've got a bunch of specialty. They got a really large Latino, you know, population down there. You know, so I'd be really expecting to see a lot of specialty candies and things of that nature down there. Seems like a good time. But as I said, I'm in California, and I don't think I would enjoy the that cold, that moist heat out there. All that humidity would probably beat me up. As soon as I get there, I have to say, sit down. As soon as I get there, the first thing I do is sit down somewhere. Okay, what we got here? We got Craig solidly in P2. About a second and a half over Natty Nasty. Yellow flag 62. It looks like people must be going off the road a little bit. I don't believe we're seeing any accidents. You can see people trying to make up time. You see those yellow flags as people are going off the road. See, right there, we got another 3-second penalty for Ninja Genja. Who the penalties are mounting up for him. He's got 11 seconds worth of penalties. So, it's going to be real hard pressed for Ninja Genja to get some points out of this. We got a couple people going into the pit. No Scope is maintaining the lead in the medium tires. I wonder if he's going to take them. Yeah, but no, he's going to have to pit. There's no way in the world. He'll be able to get another 12 left in the mediums. He's going to pit again. And Craig, your Natty McNasty should be pitting, I'm assuming now. Because we got to that Ferrari we got out. Rev hit the wall. No. Maybe just kind of, oh, looks like he's passed up pretty easily by AJ Mackey. AJ Mackey moved pretty easily into the 9th position. Great pass. The Alpine just zipping past that Ferrari. I'm sure Ocon and Gasly would love to be able to do something similar to both Sykes and Carlos Sykes and Charles Leclerc. In a few Sundays' time in Azerbaijan, Baku. Yeah, we don't have any close battles right now. Our closest battle right now is for 11th. 0.4 seconds behind Don Moore is Carlos Achilles. And that Macaroni McLaren. Chasing after Austin Martin of Don Moore, who's had a couple penalties, maybe 1 or 2 penalties today. Let me see here. Just 1 penalty. 3-second penalty for Carlos Achilles. Okay, Natty is still out there on them hard tires. I really wonder if he's making a mistake. I mean, what do I know? Karen with a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. That's his first penalty. Hurts his race substantially, but absolutely gives Ninja Genja, greater I was just about to say, Ninja Genja was going to have better hope of getting penalties. I mean, getting the points because he's got 14 seconds worth of penalties now. Ninja Genja, just stop it. But you know why you're like, well, why is he still racing? Well, for one, he's tier 3. So he actually races again tomorrow. Today's a practice race, essentially a practice race for him. He's essentially trying to work out his setup. Work out his pace to make sure that he gives the tier 3 guys all they can handle tomorrow. And thus far, he's still holding his own in the points in tier 2. Looks like we've got a Ferrari in section 1. Karen might have spun out and hit the wall. Nope. Looks like he's got his wing. Cabela's in the pits. Where's our closest battle? Damore and Carnage Achilles is our closest battle still. At this point, Carnage Achilles has a 1.2 second deficit to I'm sorry, Carnage Achilles has a 1.2 second lead over Damore. And that's our closest battle. Get a little higher up. Now Craigie's about 1.6 seconds behind No Scope. He's got Natty about 2 seconds behind him. Craigie's got 3 seconds worth of penalties. Ninja Genja's got 14 seconds worth of penalties. I believe Damore and Karen each have 3 seconds worth of penalties. 3 seconds for Damore, 5 for Karen. Okay, their tire situation is as follows. No Scope, who came out in the soft tires in P2, switched to mediums, took him for 13 laps. Now I believe he's going to jump on the mediums again. He's going to jump on speed. Got to take the mediums again. Mediums? Yeah. Mediums. He's coming out on the mediums again. Let's see, where is he going to come out? Natty McNasty also pitted for the first time, who was on hards. No Scope's going to come out just behind Lucifer Shahid. He's going to come out just behind Lucifer Shahid, who's in 3rd place on 11 lap old hard tires. And he's got about a second lead over No Scope right now on those mediums. And Craigie, who's on the medium tires, with a 13-second lead over Crew Steamers. Did I not tell y'all? OG PLR Craigie, foundational member of the Prospect E-Racing League. We're in our 9th season. This is week 5. Here we are in Miami. You know, we have 3 tiers. Actually, you can kind of say we have almost 5 tiers. So we got tiers 1, 2, and 3. Looks like we have a safety car. Now we got a virtual safety car out. Craigie's going to take us to the opportunity to pit. So we've got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, as well as the realistic tiers, which, you know, it takes the game settings and leaves the cars in the realistic. You don't have to equalize them and customize them like that. And we also have an academy. So that's essentially 5 tiers. Oh, Crew, you're killing me. Crew Steam a 5-second penalty as he was in a podium position at that moment. I don't know if he held it, but he was there. So we have Mondays or Monday. What do we have on Monday? Realistic and the academy. Tuesdays is tier 1. Wednesdays is tier 2. Thursday is tier 3. Believe Friday is, what is that? That might be it. That might be it. But I know we were talking about starting our GT7 back up. We haven't started it back up yet. We will be starting it again soon. Posky said, let's go Crew Steamers. And he told crew to stay out. He told crew not to pit. And crew pitted anyway. He didn't listen to you, Pulaski. Hey, Craigie came out on softs. So did MK. So I wonder if that was in response to the 3-second penalty. So he does have the lead. He's got a 3-second penalty, but he does have a 2-second lead over InScope. Now we know that those soft tires tend to fall off around 6 laps, but he's got a 2-second lead over NoScope with basically brand new medium tires. So how big a lead can Craigie get over the InScope before the lead starts to fall off? Can he hold on to that lead long enough for the lead and the penalty? For the penalty not to cost him in that lead. For one, can he keep the lead physically out there? Because NoScope is going to have a pretty good opportunity to have a nice chance to pass him out there on the track. And if not, hey, can Craigie stay ahead, at least 3 seconds ahead, so that he can, not get swallowed up and lose his win. But whereas now he's only 2.3 seconds ahead, and as I said, he's got a 3-second penalty. So does Natty. NoScope does not, neither does Cavalis. Neither does AJ Mackey. So neither does Carnage Achilles. Those are probably our top 7 drivers. We know they're the top 7 drivers right now, but those are the top guys in terms of giving them the opportunity to make a play on that particular position out there on the field. But as I said, everything's pretty spread out. Let's talk about Miami. No, I'm just kidding. I would like to go visit. I don't know if I want to be out there on the circuit. They would have to have night races because it's going to be so hot. It's going to be so hot out there that there's no way people are going to want to stand out there in 90, 100 degrees, and then with 80, 90, 100% humidity. You'll have people passing out. It'll be a really unpleasant experience. So we got the fastest lap of NoScope. And he likes those soft tires. He did come out on those softies. No, actually came out he came out in the soft, but that's the fastest lap on the mediums. I'm sorry. He just has to set the fastest lap on the medium tires. He is really trying to pull that lead in. I was asking whether or not Craigie can get within 3 seconds. Could he stay 3 seconds ahead of NoScope in order to maintain his lead? But right now, NoScope has brought it down for a moment there, but to about 1.5 seconds. He's back up to about 1.8 seconds right now. Craigie's got about 4 more laps before those tires fall off. And those mediums are going to come into their own. We're rooting for you, old school. Another prospect, E-Racing League, original member, is Lucifer Shaheed, sitting at P9, driving that bad Pan Attack. I'll tell you, believe it or not, me and Shaheed were about, I would say about 2 seconds away from each other when we first started racing together some years back. And look at him now. I'm way back in Tier 3. Looking ahead at you, big dog, Tier 2 guys, I'll tell you. The more things change, they change too fast. Well, Craigie, you've been pretty consistent. He is maintaining that 1.7 point lead consistently over NoScope, who is not able to catch him in that Mercedes-Benz. That looks like the George Russell Mercedes-Benz from last year, of course. The 2022, we haven't had our 2023s yet. On this game, we do give you a 2023 version of the Alfa Romeo. I'm not a big Alfa Romeo guy, so I've only driven it one time. And I didn't really even notice whether or not it was up to date in terms of the specs of the side pods and things like that. I just kind of glanced and kept it moving. But right now we know InScope has got within 1.3 seconds of Craigie. Can Craigie see him? Craigie can look in his rearview mirror and see no scope behind him. Last 5 laps left. He's got to wonder, how much can these soft tires hold on? Another 3-second penalty for Ninja Genja. But as I said before, he's a tier 1 driver. Tier 3 driver. He doesn't get points for actually driving in this tier anyway. So it's about, I'm sure, working on this race path. He hasn't had any accidents. There hasn't been any accidents, but nope. MK got. Ooh, he's got a little wiggle there, but he's really trying his best to fight his way to Lucifer Shahid. You can see if he can get near this. The closer you can get to Shahid, and they can start moving his leaderboard up a little bit, they might be able to take advantage of some people above them with penalties. But as it stands, things are looking very stabilized. No scope has got to be thinking. Let's be patient. Take your time. Let the physics work themselves out. He doesn't have to do anything amazing or spectacular. Just drive consistent. And the tires of Craigie will begin to erode. But hey, after a while, you start telling yourself, hey now, what's he still doing ahead of me? Some tires should have fell off by now. And you start pushing. And you start pushing. But when you start pushing, you set yourself up to possible penalties. And you already know Craigie's got a 3-second penalty. So do you really need to pass him in order to beat him? You don't. But you got to stay under 3 seconds. And so far, No Scope doesn't seem to have a problem at all with being able to do that. The penalties are starting to mount up a little bit. Across the field, we got 3 seconds from Craigie, 5 from Natty McNasty. Those are absolutely the 2 most important penalty drivers out here. Crew Steamers with done in P6 with 5 seconds worth of penalties. We got Lucifer Shahid. I'm sorry, we got Ninja Genja with 12 seconds worth of penalties in P9. Karen 5 seconds worth of penalties in P11, and Don Moore with 3-second penalties at P12. And here we are with 3 laps left in the race. We got Craigie winning this race, followed by No Scope, PLR Natty McNasty, followed by Cavalis, AJ Mackey, Crew Steamers, Cavalis, Lucifer Shahid, Ninja Genja, Karen, MK God, and Don Moore. So do we have a battle anywhere but 2 laps left? We got No Scope has got it within 0.10 seconds of a lap. He's down within half a second. Yeah, I don't know if Craigie's gonna fight him too hard, being that he's got these penalties. No Scope's got him on the back end of him right now. Yeah, he made the turn pretty easily. Craigie stayed close to him, kept him honest, but didn't fight him too hard. As he wraps on in here to turns 13, 14, 15. Coming on through 16. Maybe Craigie can pick up DRS. I think even with those older tires, I don't believe the DRS is. Whoa, I don't know. Craigie got ahead. No Scope's trying to come back, but Craigie's, hey, he said, I'm going to burn up all this ERS and all of this track. I am not letting you ahead of me, partner. Let's look at life from Craigie's perspective right here. Oh, there was contact. No Scope absolutely bumped into the back of Craigie, but there was no damage. He had no damage even to himself. Unless there was some damage to Craigie, everything seems to be no harm, no foul. We don't need that to tell us how many seconds he's back there. We see him. We know Craigie's got to stay 3 seconds ahead of no scope. And no scope is actually trying to get a pass out here on the circuit. Long run lined up alongside Craigie. Made the move on the inside. Got the move done. Coming up through one of the trickier turns on the circuit. No scope's running away from it. Craigie staying within DRS. But with about a lap and a half left, he may need in scope to make a mistake. Sorry, making some much noise. It happens in Skittles. Trying to pick my blood sugars up a little bit. We're on our final lap. So far, who was our fastest lap? No scope. Let's set our fastest lap. Looks like far significant. Yeah. I'm set about 6/10. Craigie's our next fastest driver out there today. Great job, Craigie. No scope has been considerably the fastest driver, but he's proven to have the better strategy. Today he showed us the way to go for the soft tire users. 3-second penalty by Domore. The strategy to go. Maybe soft, mediums. That's done by no scope. Here in this Lewis Hamilton Mercedes-Benz. As he's going to round the corner and win our Miami Grand Prix for Week 5 Prospect E-Racing Leagues. Oh, Natty with the 5-second penalty. Oh my goodness. That's going to cost Natty. Right now, that currently still has him sitting on the podium. I don't know how that's going to shake out. That was weird. It gave him I gave him a 5-second penalty speeding to penalty lane there. Looks like for Ninja Genja would have probably been driver today. He just had too many mistakes. My driver today is Inscope. Because I think in strategy and racecraft, I just think he just masterclass. He just drove a perfect race today. So Crew Steamer was our fastest lap. That's what I'm talking about. Crew Steamer setting the fastest lap. Great job, Crew Steamer, picking up an extra point in the Constructors Championship. I believe, matter of fact, I don't believe we ever talked about who was winning the Construction Championship. Let's see who's winning the Constructions. Oh, we got Ferrari with 95 points. Followed by Alfa Romeo, 74. McLaren, 58. Alpine, 54. Red Bull, 42. Haas at 34. AlphaTauri, 30. Aston Martin, 28. Williams at 25. And Mercedes team was at 2 prior to this race. So this was the points totals prior to this race. Obviously, they will not stand, being that the Mercedes-Benz in the just won the race. Great drive for no scope. Absolute best drive of the year for him. Fantastic drive out of Craigie and Crew Steamers. It was fantastic driving up and down the road. I don't understand the 5 second penalty for Natty. That was kind of weird, but maybe it wasn't enough to cost him anything. So we got our race winner is No Scope in the Mercedes, followed by Craigie in the AlphaTauri, Natty McNasty in the Ferrari, Cavalis in the Alpine, his teammate AJ Mackey right behind him. Carnage Achilles in the McLaren at P6, Luther Shahid P7 in Williams, Crew Stevens and AlphaTauri P8, Ninja Genja and P9 in the Mercedes. Look for him tomorrow in Tier 3. Karen in the Ferrari, P11 and P10. I'm sorry, the final point getter. Followed by Don Moore and Austin Martin, Tita Silva in the Williams, and Jeff Kami-san in the Haas. So this is going to conclude our broadcast today. We really appreciate you coming alongside of us here in Prospect Heat Racing League. Join us again tomorrow night here in Tier 3. Will be 10 o'clock British Standard Time for Tier 3 Season 9, Week 5. We'll be back in Miami. I'll be a driver this time. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.